Actually, it's almost 11, so we are about in prime sight fishing zone, and this is prime sight fishing habitat. And the water seems clean enough. That was a concern of mine coming in. Oh, I just saw a fish right there, just out of my periphery. Oh, I just saw another flash right there. Okay, that's good. I'm even double glad that I'm going with the spoon right now. Seeing that kind of silver flash, that's what the spoon mimics. Lots of activity at that point right there. But look how calm it is today. We are pre-front. I think the front comes in tomorrow or Tuesday. Today's Sunday. There's one. Oh, that's all right. Oh, my drag is too loose. My drag is too loose. He got, freaking drag was too loose. All right. Well, throwing at the grass was the right approach. Now, I have no idea why my drag was that loose. But I'm going to bet that a 3-year-old had something to do with that. What she likes to do is what all 3-year-olds like to do. Just mess with everything, and that's okay. We'll forgive her. I've caught plenty of redfish, and I'll catch plenty more. That's something I kind of always forget to check, too. It's something you should do. I've mentioned this on previous episodes. I can't see where it went, but it's somewhere over here. I have no idea where it went. Oh, I spooked it. There it goes, there it goes, there it goes. I can barely see it. Oh, here's another one. Oh, I spooked it.
There's another one. Oh, I spooked it.
There's a whole school here. Oh, I spooked that one too. I just spooked all of them. I can barely see them. Ooh, we can see the dust clouds now. All right, they're here. Anyway, I noticed this fish because I saw the grass moving. I don't know where I learned that tip. But it is a very good tip when you're in grass like this, especially kind of high tide conditions. Watch the grass. Here's a red, here's a red, here's a red. Got him. Oh, that was so freaking, oh, he got off. That's 2 now. Something's got to be wrong with my hook. Feels sharp. Can't blame that one on drag, but I am going to tighten my drag just for the hook set. All right, 2 redfish, sight fished and missed. Oh my gosh. Well, the original plan today was really to kind of spot hop, but there's no way I'm leaving this little pond complex. I've seen too many reds. So we are going to spend the next few hours here. Awesome. What is that? I don't know what that is. I was not interested in this. Oh, it turned. Got it. That is a big red. Oh my God, I saw that from so far away. Oh, that's a big drum that jumped out of the water. Well, we are going to be here for a while. I've never seen a drum jump out of the water. Oh man, my leader was right up on its fins. I think this drum is going to be a little bit too big to keep. I think the last mason, he talked about how smaller drum are fantastic to eat. And he's right. The big ones, not so much. What I really look for is if they still have their stripes. I'll eat one that has its stripes. Well, the hook is sharp enough. And what do you know, after tightening my drag, I landed something. Well, finally, we got something on the boat. Man, let's see if I can pick them up. These things are slimy and frankly kind of gross. Yeah, he dropped some sea lice on my deck, but there it is. A big ugly. Let's let him go. That's it. That's all there is to catch and release. All right, skunk is out of the boat. I guess the skunk was already out of the boat, but sight fishing skunk is out of the boat. So I want to see why people call drum gross. Look at that little sea lice it dropped on my boat. He was covered in them. They always are. Stuff in that grass. You see that? Let's see if I can get something through there. Whatever it is still in there. Here's the redfish. It was a red. All right. How many reds have we spooked now? I'm going to count that one as 4 officially. I was coming in too fast. Okay. Well, that's obviously demoralizing, but what's good about that is, one, it lets me know I'm actually still on them, and 2, it helps me just kind of reset. A lot of times what I find myself doing, and I would say you would too, most people would, you end up looking at everything. Not everything is a redfish. It's actually really, really clear to see when it's a red. If you have to guess, it's not. And I have to kind of constantly be reminded of that. There it is, there it is, there it is, there it is. Oh, spooked it. Oh, pulled it out of its mouth. I'm gonna loop back around and see if I see it again. It's still right there. Here it is, here it is. Got him. Let me not count my chickens, y'all. Let me not count my chickens. Now I can loosen on the drag. My gosh. Really, I can't count my chickens. I've blown so many fish in this one little area today. Who knows if I'll land this one or not. But that was pretty cool. I can see a giant spot from here. What a beautiful fish. This is a big one. That's what. Oh, long skinny one. Oh, finally, y'all, finally. Finally broke the redfish skunk. 27 inches. Look how skinny and torpedo this fish is. Super fast, super fun fish to catch. I'm not going to just toss him in because it's really too shallow, so let's get a little slow release on him. Well, he didn't want it to be slow. But that fish really kind of proves the point on a lot of just sort of sight fishing tactics, boat positioning, but also not giving up, stick-to-itiveness, as I've heard crappy managers at crappy jobs call it. But, you know, I had the lure in that fish's mouth and yanked it right out. Made the loop, went right back to him, and caught him. Okay, y'all. You want to know what it's like to film a YouTube? I got a fish on because both my batteries died. I had to change them, and while changing them, I saw him. So I picked up my rod, and we've got a nice size red on. Definitely weird. Y'all didn't get to see me catch it. But that's a 28 incher. Let me get closer to you. Look at that. Oh man, I never get tired of catching these fish. Hopefully you'll get to see me release it. Oh man. So let me actually set the stage. I caught them right over here. I had gone into this very tiny, crystal clear duck pond over there. Saw a couple stingrays, but nothing else. As I was coming out, both my camera batteries died. So I said, you know, let's go ahead and take a little break. And as I sat down to take the batteries out, 4 redfish, very big. One was almost looked like a leopard. It was so spotted. Through behind them, reeled in fast, got it in front of them. That was the first one to jump on it, 28 inches. So now we've caught a pretty big drum, a 27-inch red, a 28-inch red. Let's see if we can get some keepers. I'm sure that school is close. If you don't recognize what I'm doing there from the last episode, or if you're new here, I'm just checking the line for frays. Caught 3 pretty big fish. And what happens with black drum and redfish, red drum, is when you fight them, your line kind of gets, what is that? Wrapped around their scales. And their scales are super duper sharp. So what you need to do, just check your line for frays. Alright, and also if you're new here, let's go ahead and go over my redfish setup. This is a Cajun Savannah 844. It's a 7-foot heavy fast rod. I've got it on a loose speed spool. This is the SS1HA. It's 6 3/4 to 1. I want a slower ratio for this kind of fishing that gives you extra strength when you're reeling in. It also lets you just reel in a little bit slower without having to think about it. That has 40-pound braid backer on it going at 20-pound fluoro leader. I don't know what brand the braid backer is. The leader is Seagar. That's all I fish for, or fish with, for my leader. And that's it. It is tied to an H2O gold spoon that I added a swivel to so I can do a straight knot. I don't have to do a loop knot. It gives it better action and it gives you much better leverage to land the fish. And these H2O spoons, when I add that swivel to it, it's basically an H&H Secret, which was my previous favorite spoon. But the only thing that made that spoon so much better was the swivel. So now I can buy 3 of these H2O spoons to 1 of the H&H Secrets, and that's that. Now, I don't mean to disparage H&H. I have been fishing with their products since I was a toddler, literally. I still love their stuff, but if I can save some money and help you save some money, I will. Okay, decided to make a little lure switch before we make a spot switch. That's because we just keep seeing redfish. I've got what I'll call the Masson Special. If you've ever watched Marshman Masson, which chances are, if you're watching this, you have. This is his favorite setup. It's so popular because of him. You cannot find it at Academy on the North Shore, at least. But it is a number 4 H&H Gold Spinner. He does a 1/4 ounce jig head. I am doing an 1/8 ounce jig head. Really semantics. I'm just in really shallow water, so I don't really need it to drop down. Can still throw it a mile. Ooh, right into a school of mullet. And so I'm going to close out this spot. We still got about an hour, let's say, of sight fishing conditions. There's a red. 2 of them. Got him. Oh, that was awesome. That was 2 of them. Oh, he got off. How did he get off? Okay. This is a brand new jig head. How did he get? Oh, you know what? Y'all, why do I keep doing this? I loosened my drag when fighting that last fish and forgot to tighten it. Oh my God. I'm gonna switch to something else. I guess I'm gonna switch to the DOA. I saw that red right over there in the grass. No doubt it's not there anymore. Look at this. Oh. Look at that, look at that. Terrible cast. Oh, it was in its mouth. Got it. Oh. Broke me off. That was a big, gigantic red. Oh my gosh. School in here. I think my line got cut because of that cork right there. Oh man, there are some big reds in here. Look at that. This may be popping cork time. There he is. this is light line. There's still more in there. Okay. Landed redfish number 3. I don't even have my rear cam on. I don't think this is a keeper either, man. All I can seem to find are big ones. This is the smallest one of the day. There's still more over there. So one just broke me off. This one I was able to land. There's still more. Let's go see. Look at all that. All right, well that redfish was caught on an H&H Cockahoe in Tuxedo. I'm whispering because there's a whole school in here. They're still here. I can see them feeding on the bank. So I'm trying to figure out how best to cast to them. I've got to figure this out. What do I have to throw to land these fish? Okay. All right, I'm not going to cut that tag end off because I think it looks like a whisker. So we'll see if the fish think the same thing. There's one. Oh. I really hate that I have to throw it into the wind for this. Okay. Oh, there he is. Oh, man. This is a keeper redfish. And redfish number 4. Yeah, I was really getting frustrated. You can probably tell. Nope, not quite a keeper. 15-inch rat. Let's let him go. All right. Well, that's why we haven't been able to set the hook. They're just too small. It's 3:42. We've got about an hour left of fishing. I would really like to catch my limit. That's pretty much why I'm fishing right now. I've seen so many reds, lost so many reds. I just want to finish my limit. But it's about time for topwater. There he is. There's still more in there. This is crazy. They're basically everywhere and incredibly active right now. Y'all, the DOA has saved the day. 100%. And what's crazy is I have not caught but one trout all day. Of course, I spent a lot of time sight fishing, but you know, I'm just made for reds, I guess. Got it. Oh, wow, 4-spotter. It looks like he totally swallowed this bait. Let me show him to y'all. Beautiful fish. 4 spots. Oh, I'm blocking him. 4 spots. 2 spots. Actually, maybe even 5. Beautiful, beautiful fish. I'm gonna bleed it out. We're gonna keep this one. All right, well, dealing with that fish certainly spooked anything that was still over here, I would assume. Our birds are still here, though. So, oh, there's another one. Gotta love the reds. All right, so I stopped in this location. This is a place I've never been because I just saw bait on the bank getting attacked. And then I keep seeing wakes on the bank. And so far, we've landed 3 reds. We could have landed 4, but one broke me off. Here's one right here. Don't know what it's doing. I wasn't interested in the... Oh, now I spooked it. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna go back to the spinnerbait just because it's a quick retrieve. See if I get any hits on it. There's obviously fish here feeding. Oh, had a hit. Okay, had a hit pretty immediately on the spinner. There he is. Oh boy, he tattooed it too. Okay, now I can back down on the drag. Nice, nice. And there we go. I think this will be legal. That should be our limit. Man, it's nice to see this size right now. Yep, not 16, so still haven't had our limit. That's a 15-incher. Man, this is turning out to a day. I don't know how many I've landed. I haven't even really been keeping that good a track. But this little area I'm in right now, I mean, it is just chock full of redfish. There's only one thing you gotta do, and make a good cast. And that's been somewhat elusive for me. I really don't like this crab boat coming through, but it shouldn't really impact what I'm doing right here. There he is. Oh boy. Will this one be our limit? All right. I think this will be our limit. That looks like a 16 to me. Yep, those crab boats, man, they don't slow down. I understand they got a job to do, but man. No, it's not. 15-inch redfish number 3. They are hitting so hard. Look at how much I have to compensate for the wind. It's crazy. Oh, there he is. Oh my gosh. Do I still have him? I think so. Yeah. No, he got off. Okay, I see some activity up there. Gonna make our way there, but you know, we might not get our limit, but we caught a bunch of fish towards the end there. Yeah, a lot of activity up there. Look, you see all those fish getting spooked. That's all from my shadow. Something to keep in mind when you're fishing early hours or late hours like this. Your shadow is what gives you away. Yep, I just spooked a redfish right there from my shadow. Another one. All right, I think I might go back to top water after seeing that. Boat positioning is going to be a nightmare though. Look at that. All right. I'm going to throw this 2 more times. If not, I'm going to go to the spook. Look at that, right by my... Oh, he didn't get it. He missed it. I don't want to get my hopes up, but these are definitely trout. And if I could catch a couple on top water, how amazing would that be? Got him. Oh, got that one. Okay. Man, he was pulling hard at first. All right, topwater trout. It has been so long since I could say that, and he got both hooks, clear keeper. Y'all, this is exactly how I wanted to end the day. He was not getting out of that hook. Well, what a day. It was a grind, definitely a grind. Definitely frustrating, but perseverance is always key, anything in life. Stuck to it, ended up finding some fish. Definitely wish it would have gone better. Could have caught 20 redfish if I landed every one of them, but either way, that's how the day went. Got some trout on top water, got reds on basically everything. I'm really happy with the day. Sun's going down. As I always say, keep family top of mind. I gotta go home and see my little girl. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you later.